That's right, with elimination on the line, a couple of eclectic picks taken by either side. A mid-nature's prophet, a lion, a support, Puck, Avery? Ugh. Is Game of Gladiators just trying to get a week vacation? What's going on?
I do not like it.
Me neither.
I make it go away.
Well, do you like the lion?
I love lion.
Yeah? Are you more of a fister or are you a drainer?
Oh, I'm a fister. Fister for a long time, Austin.
Oh, wow.
I am a big fan of the mid lion with the fist of death. You get punching real hard. You get in those 1K damage dealing zones with a 20 stacks. Oh, that is what Dota's made for. I hope they make that more legit so we can see it in pro games. My recommendation is lower the cooldown of Finger of Death to 60 seconds.
My recommendation to Valve for the next patch is to take that moan that Avery just did and use it as the sound effect whenever you
for Finger of Death.
Or Finger of Death.
Yeah,
well, I was thinking more of like the fist when he punches somebody, but
like he walks up and
every single time he goes,
You know, we did have a bet. Well, we had a pseudo bet last season.
Yeah.
We talked amongst the casters of how loud you could sexually moan in an actual Dota game.
I can't believe
before production muted one of our mics.
Up right now.
So Shannon, also known as Suns fan, thought you could go for like 5 to 8 minutes. I think I'm the believer that you could at least get past 10.
No way.
Yeah, I think so. You started real low. You started real low. You know, you got to start it at the baseline of just
like the elementary style game where you.
That was a nice infill. Oh. And then you ramp it up to the ultra late.
Okay, you're still disguising it with other things that you're saying
at the start, and then and then you do not disguise it.
Thank you for.
Anyway, we should play that sometime, Austin. As it's all on the line near elimination in Dream League Season 26 for these two top dogs, finding themselves at the bottom of the pit. Only one will emerge. Only one team has support Puck. Well, I know who I'm gonna bet on.
yeah. Well, okay. Can we seriously evaluate the support Puck for just like 30 seconds?
It has been played before in Dota's history.
Yeah, it has. It's been a while.
Doesn't have the worst support kit. The issue is the base stats are kind of bad. You don't have a lot of natural armor. Your low base damage. Your spells can be a little expensive as a support. You generally rely on second, third item to become unkillable. Otherwise, you're just very easily killable. You also really rely on getting a lot of experience in the game because you need more points in your spells to get to that point where you're unkillable. He's a really good power rune user, but you lack that when you're a support. And your lane pressure is just not that great. You don't combo with anything. You don't have early lockdown because your lockdown's built into the ultimate that you don't get till ultra late because you're not getting that solo XP. Otherwise, he's cooking. And the biggest upside, of course, the biggest upside is you get the flex. You get that flex monkey into mid.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is not a mid lane monkey wins.
I mean, you can win this matchup. And we've seen it before. We've seen monkeys kill Nature's Prophet.
It used to be a matchup that was 100% monkey favored, and it swung a lot with the stupid tree.
That goddamn tree.
That's gone next patch for sure.
You say that.
No, it is.
Valve's pretty stubborn.
No, there's certain things that they're clearly just going to be gone. And it's not even a measure of how balanced they are. It's just a measure of how much everybody hates it.
Okay.
And if there's one thing Valve listens to, it's hate.
That is true. They're pretty good at that. Shield crash, double slam on 2, big shield, and they'll turn and kill Malady instead. Malady throw out one last dagger, hoping that Watson get the cleanup kill, and he is fast. He hits him with the orb. He's going to be pretty slow. A swashbuckle that doesn't go too far, but he's got another shield crash. Is Amar going to be able to kill him here? They man up for the fight, and Amar, he will win it. It's a double kill for Crit.
Wave goodbye. Stats prevail, and then he dies.
He's just gonna, he's gonna give up his life.
Here. I'm surprised he didn't run to the tower though. Like,
I think he thought he wouldn't make it in time, so he was like, better to get a couple of CS.
That's definitely not worth that exchange, but overall lane phase starting off pretty hot for Falcons, and no, this looks like a pretty solid Ursa game if he gets fat. I can definitely see them just outscaling game in here. Unless this puck goes ham.
You don't think the support puck is enough to stop him?
No, I don't.
Especially if you're playing a melee support puck. It just walks into the bear with no orb to jaunt to.
I mean, puck is not good for Ursa in general.
No.
Their only good interaction is you can silence him. That's it. Everything else, he just ults and walks out and doesn't care about anything. Not that great. It's also a basher buyer. He's an instant bash buyer. You can just jump these mid spellcasters a lot of time and kill them.
Yeah.
Like, it's better than most carries.
His puck has only secured 1 CS. He has thrown a couple of orbs in order to get the last hit on the range creeps and has failed multiple times. So it's not going well.
This is not the lane. Level 1 nuke.
The execution is not working for you.
It's a 75 damage spell for 90 mana. This is not...
the spell casting is not on point.
Yeah, what is going on?
Nothing is working out
360, here. No orb.
I mean, theoretically, the idea being he orbs Snake King in this harass battle, and then he jaunts to his orb, dodging 2 of the hits, so he wins the harass battle.
You phase shift his liquid fire / liquid frost attack, sure. But let's be real. The entire idea here is you want to have the puck mid in this game. You get a mid monkey and a carry that. I feel like the entire value of this switch up was your cores have to carry this game.
Well, we'll see if Quinn is able to do that. He is doing fine, 28, 29, and 6.
It's an even lane. That's just, you don't crush this guy. And I think getting this monkey mid where he doesn't crush somebody, is it enough?
Whip on 2. Watson not sure who to go after here. Amar or Crit. And he'll choose Amar. First spike on 2. But will not save him. Amar is just so slow. Maybe the shield crash actually does swashbuckle a little bit farther away.
Bottom tower is under attack.
He's making Watson work for it, but he will eventually die. As he finally goes down. What were you looking at?
Nothing.
Seeing ghosts out here?
Ghosts of Gaiman's past. Back to haunt him.
The poor decisions they made in the draft, perhaps?
I wouldn't say they're poor. They're just, it's high risk, high reward, you know?
All right. Well, the biggest thing about the Monkey King, really good at securing the Wisdom Shrine at 7 minutes. So that better pay off.
A shield rune on top of it. Monkey is crazy strong. Gonna run right into Crit. Crit wants none of that.
Nope. Crit's gonna start backing away.
Dear God, save me.
I don't think there's any. Oh, we got daggered too. There's no saving him. And here comes Quinn. How do you stop this?
Well, now you're definitely not stopping it. Jingu Shield Rune Monkey.
They're getting double Wisdom Shrines then.
This is classic mid-monkey gameplay.
It is.
This is where that Furion does suffer in this matchup. You do fine in the lane, but you can't fight this monkey on the early objectives. You have no spells to contribute. Wrath of Nature is available. It gets thrown out here.
Wrath of Nature is going to hit onto bottom lane. It does big damage, and there goes the Abaddon.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Malady with a strong man's potion, but Malrine joins in on this play. Escape back disjoints one of the hits. Another one
has a mirror
coming in soon.
Dire are
I
scared.
don't think TP would. Oh, they lost sight of him because his nighttime vision.
Escape.
Yikes.
That should have been a 2-for-1 for Malrine instead. Have to settle for that Abaddon kill with the ult assist. Back into farming for him. Pulled mid-wave, so he didn't lose too much. Pretty nice Treant gameplay.
Yep. And Snake King takes over the lane as well. But what about the power room? You're putting a support mid, you're kind of leaving that uncontested. It's going to be bottom. Oh, actually, Crit's going to be there. Oh, he'll collect the Arcane Rune.
You can park supports mid and have them get XP here without getting dove or the monkey getting anything. You're really happy as Falcons. And then just play this Furion to react. Makes the map more difficult for Quinn to play. But XP advantage going Gaiman's way, net worth advantage also ticking their way. Let's still favor the Falcons a little bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right, Snake King trying to go after this Monkey King with enough disables and the Wrath of Nature and Skeeter coming in from behind. They certainly had a lot of options.
That's a really big death. You do not want Quinn going down in this early game when he's the strongest hero on the map. It's another Wrath of Nature that secures a big core kill. Furion's heating up right now. You gotta start taking your towers if you give up these big kills and you can lay into them.
Thought you were gonna say because he's the biggest filter. He's got a support puck on his team.
Dire's bottom
Quinn
tower
doesn't tilt
is under
because of
attack.
bad picks.
Why, you tested that?
Quinn tilts because he doesn't like you as a human. Very different. Now, you might also happen to pick a hero he doesn't approve of. That's not the sole reason.
Maybe not a real hero. Three-man smoke up.
Dire's
Tofu,
middle tower is
Malady,
under attack.
and Quinn. They push in the mid lane and head towards top.
They want Skeeter into tier 1. It's the biggest thing they can get off this play.
It is going to be a level 6 Skeeter, though. Not the easiest kill. Already made a big hop away. The Pug trying to catch up, but he doesn't have level 6, so no
Just
stun.
bad.
Well, maybe they skip step 1 and go straight to step 2, take the tower.
You have to hit here, have to do something, but at the same time, you're going to give Mallory a lot of space. He just walks into an amp damage rune in the river, has another ulti up.
Radiant's middle tower is
Felt like you gave up more than you're going to get out of this play.
Radiant structures are fortified.
At least the monkey gets back here pretty quickly, but the tree
Under attack.
works the glyph.
They better be careful top lane with this amp damage. I don't know if they're aware that there's an amp damage Furion,
Yeah, they saw it.
but they're about to be made aware.
I'm surprised they're still up here like this.
Committed to finishing the tower. They're definitely going to get punished, but they can get the tower. Can Ace get out? They don't get the last hit. And Malady is going to be left behind while Ace, he makes a run for it. TP's out. Crit, not able to get the disable. So
Did lose his courier. Still a successful move for Falcons. More action Malrine is involved in as he continues to shoot up this chart. He's for Watson, however. Baden.
Yeah.
Drawing bottom.
I feel like that's not bad for Game and Gladiators.
That's not
Just
the
give
worst
up
outcome.
Support.
Definitely not the worst.
Tofu stacking, and meanwhile has a little triple stack in the triangle.
Yeah, this is a very even game. A lot of stacks up for Gaiman. Stacks up on that triangle for Falcons as well. A lot of heroes that can clear through these. We have the coil online. He's a real hero now.
Yep, and with the support duo, it's Coil and to Tame the Beast to snap the coil, perhaps.
Ooh,
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Failing that, it's Coil into Wukong's command.
Coil, Wukong, whip him out of the coil. They get stunned. Throw the wheel. They walk into the wheel because they're afraid of the support puck. Get silenced. After the wheel's done, you box the puck so he can't do more self-damage to your team. You go next. That's a combo if I've ever seen one.
That sounds like a sick combo. 12-minute power rune. Napped by Tofu, and there's the coil put to use. Immediately snaking. He will fall, and lots of pressure on mid. Game of Gladiators surrounding that area. Let's see if they take the mid tower.
He snaking just got boomed.
Got for sure.
He did not expect the support puck coil on the rune.
Maureen again with the tree and pull. I'll delay
annoying.
the push onto the tower.
Oh, annoying. Who's going to clear all these stacks for Gaiman, though? Is it just going to go to Ace? Another
figured.
Bristol, you just accelerate, and I guess no one else can take it, so yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Still waiting on that finger of death kill.
You're going to be waiting, because this level 1 spell is trash. Straight trash.
Yeah, but he's got a blink dagger soon, so.
You know, Finger of Death is the spell you find in the dumpster behind Wendy's. You're scavenging there late at night with your raccoon pals. Find a couple burgers, half-eaten, some leftover fries, and then you find Finger of Death. Your brown paper bag. You go, what's this garbage? You throw it back.
Back to eating stale fries. Watson, his ult goes off right as the Wrath of Nature came in, so that was rather nice for him. An extra bit of bump and heal. Big difference between game 1 and game 2 is that Watson's still able to play in his lane.
Is under attack.
Hasn't lost his towers yet. Falcons have been playing a bit more of a slower farming game this time around, knowing that it's hard to pressure a safe lane of bad.
Blink is done for crit, though. He actually had a really good early game here, 4-1. Got a lot of farm. Demon might not expect this jump, and they can commit in with the Rolling Thunder on top of it, but Quinn did finish his defusal.
Tofu is going to try and fight for that Wisdom Shrine. It is going to be in heroes for Quinn to be able to get off a Wukong's command. Looks like they got the wheel onto Amar, so Amar going to be blown up inside of it, and the Shrine will be successfully taken once again by Game and Gladiators.
Sacrificial move from Tofu that pays off this Monkey King. So hard to fight early if you're not going directly on him with some control. Now, Gaiman are taking a significant lead here. You shut down this Pango, his defusal is getting delayed. You've won the Wisdom Shrine battles. Gonna get this tier 1 mid. Ace is just cleaning up waves while all that action's happening. Wisdom Shrine gets pinged, maybe thinking, hey, Maulrin, you want to go there? But he doesn't have teleport.
Dire's middle tower.
Nothing you can do about it.
And Mace not going Vanguard this time around. Maybe he'll go back to it, but early Blade Mail for him.
Let's see if they can test this Ancient stack. Could definitely run the Bristle in here with the early Blade Mail. I don't think you're too afraid of the team fight. I mean, Rolling Thunder, a little scary. They're going to risk it. Bold move.
Definitely going to get punished in some regard. Escape Act already going to be used, but he comes back out into the Rolling Thunder. An Aphotic Shield also put to use, but Quinn caught in the Sprouts. He hit the Bound Strike, but yeah, they got a bigger one than just the Bristleback. They may still be able to find the Bristleback. Ace trying to dodge the damage from that Swashbuckle. Breaks through the trees. Nice stun from Crit. A two-man stun off his Blink Dagger, and a Maelstrom proc will finish him off. Double kill for Maulrin, and now the teleport in for more. Going after Watson. They know they have to turn and fight. There's no escaping from Falcons, but it seems like they may not have the damage to beat down Maulrin. Maybe they do. Watson gets one. Now he turns the attention onto Amar. Amar battling against Tofu. Crit waiting for an opportunity to jump in. Is out of mana.
Needs wand charges.
He needs wand charges. He needs mana. He can't help out Amar. Watson will win the man fight, killing Maulrin and Amar. A very good turn for Game of Gladiators, because that initial fight looked terrible.
Outside of no mana drain, that long fight's rough for Crit, but he still did some work there. And again, the fight is nice because you take that Monkey King down first. Gaiman are able to get the long trade with the puck coming in, salvaging the situation with a big coil. And now that Radiance is done. This Abaddon's a big problem. The Dispels are really obnoxious. Falcon supports to deal with here. Particularly Jakiro. So much of the Snake King's damage goes down the drain if these Aphotic Shields go off on time. Your line initiation can get rebuked very easily.
What's this Ursa going to do? He's battling up against so many saves and heroes that are more difficult to bring down than your average core.
I still think it's a fine Ursa game, particularly if he gets to like Abyssal Nullifier territory later on.
Yeah.
He's just going to have to farm for now, though. His early game is pretty slow. I think his mid
game is really rough.
Yeah, that part is going to be the difficult part.
You can't kill the supports. They have their own saving mechanisms. The Bristleback's going to kite you around. You can't go after the Abaddon successfully. And the best you could hope is maybe burst the Monkey King at some point before he can get off Wukong's command.
I mean, this Ursa is jumping in tandem with the line. That's kind of the job here.
For sure.
I like how Skeeter just walks by. I didn't see nothing. What do you think about Roche? This is earlier than I would have thought. He definitely can do it, but this is absolutely contestable if Gaiman sniff it out. One orb could ruin your day. Oh, they're going to get it here.
They've got it.
Big move. Getting it. Not even the blink on the Ursa.
They may still be caught on the way out just because Tofu's nearby. Tofu trying to brave the area, drops a ward, spots some heroes. He's going to get a coil, only onto one. He gets hexed up. Crit's going to jump in after Crit, try and blow him up. The Finger of Death did get used and will successfully get the kill onto Tofu. But with the Aegis and the Rolling Thunder still hitting Quinn, who is put into the escape back for now. Aphotic Shield helps him out. Amar gets the low ground with the Swashbuckle, whipped and killed. He'll be run down, so will Snake King. Falcons, despite the extra life, are simply just not strong enough to fight into this Radiance or this Diffusal Blade.
Watson's king of this game right now. Every time he shows up, Falcons have to bail. They do not have the damage to Abaddon or the shields going on to the other two cores. They even get the rundown here.
Yeah, all Quinn has to do is hold his Boundless Strike until somebody gets close enough for a stun. Okay, he read the situation successfully.
And a math.
At the damage.
Too powerful. So Much for your Aegis.
Barely broke a sweat.
And that breaks his Blink Dagger from the Ursa. He was just about to pick it up. That'll be delayed.
This game
Minute or
is
two now.
I don't even know if I'd call that a Aegis power play. That was
Dire's
a
middle tower is under attack.
Aegis whimper play.
Could be better, but
Right, Austin?
Don't need to make me laugh. That's cheating.
They don't know that though.
Tier 2 should be free for Gaming Gladiators. Falcons just simply can't fight them, right? I don't know when they can fight them.
This does feel like a reverse of last game where when Gaiman group up, Falcons don't have an answer. And last time was when Falcons grouped up, Gaiman didn't have an anser.
Yep.
They're just getting out-tempoed right now.
I do think Falcons lineup is built more for a situation like this, though.
Especially with the Furion, yeah.
Yeah. Like, they should be able to scale much better.
But this Furion's not that farmed, to be honest.
No, he's not.
He's behind net worth of the monkey. Yeah, there's a lot of extra gold going to Quinn, but generally this Furion is supposed to just vacuum up the map. He's behind in levels, too. Lauren's game slowed down a lot. He needs a good fight.
It's about to slow down even more.
Oh, man, what a find. That is huge. It's going to blow this game open now. Turn up the map for 45 seconds. You can do so much right here.
Get all the lanes pushed in. There's still 2 tier 2s remaining.
Dagger available for Tofu. He's eyeing up big coil here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is not a free kill. Tofu is not going to be alone. He hasn't been alone in any of these situations. He's willing to bait himself out, whether it means that Falcons all in him and Gaming Gladiators get to respond, or there's the saves. Escape Act, Sonic Shield, both available. And a third Wisdom Shrine going to Gaming Gladiators. Definitely see the MO here. I feel like the last couple of weeks, it feels like there is a heavy focus on snowballing through experience off of shrines.
Counts for so much. It's great, that massive differential. This lion's still stuck on level 1 finger. I mean, just not a spell. And you're already level 2 ults on both your supports.
In the analogy of the Wendy's dumpster dive,
yes.
What's the difference between a level 1 finger and a level 2 finger?
The level 2 finger has slightly less mold on it.
Oh, that's nice. Level 3 finger is like a nicer packaging, but then you look inside and you're still disappointed.
The level 3 finger is the toy that came with the meal.
Oh.
It's fun and usable, but kind of still low quality.
Falls apart pretty quick, much like Malreen's health pool when any core of Gaming Gladiator gets close.
This feels like a draft Falcons overcooked. Too much single target. They can't take a team fight. I think the Furion is getting the lanes out, so there's not enough opportunity to split Gaiman up and get this pick off with the Lion. If you can't team fight and you can't pick people off, you're probably just getting outmaneuvered and outfarmed. So you got to do one of those two things right now if you were Falcons.
Funny enough, I feel like they have a Pango who is not answered. Like last game, they had Pango and it was answered by a Beastmaster. Theoretically, those team fights are harder than these ones.
I think that sums this entire game up. You run into the Abaddon, you have to instantly bail with everybody.
Yeah, that's probably true. Can't run into the side lane course. Can't go into the Abaddon. Probably can't go into the Bristleback.
Also, the Pango's game was the slowest of everybody's, so just didn't have a super fast game. Didn't snowball through the fights. He's not doing enough damage where he can go in the fight and be a real threat versus the sustain. It's a decent amount of sustain. This Abaddon plus Kingu, tanky Bristleback, Ringmaster save. It's going to phase shift some of the damage. Not that easy to put damage out here at Miramar.
I will say something about it. I never like Falcons playing Pango in the offlane. Mid Pango, Malreen Pango, I'm okay with. I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's like the mid Beastmaster for Quinn. Like something just doesn't fit their structure, the way they tend to play.
Tofu finding Malreen. Backup is far away, though.
He does have coil. He can draw. Oh, he underestimated that little bit. Quinn will be able to stop the teleport. Can he get the kill before the actual teleport spell? Malrine trying to get out of the Wukong's command will not be able to make it.
They got ace mid too, though.
Gold and sweet.
Okay.
Finger of death charge. Bringing him down as Gaiman finally split up on the map and Falcons take advantage of it.
They got him with just the 2 supports. Okay, Amar had to deal the killing blow, but 90% of that was actually the supports.
I wouldn't say 90.
Go ahead, count out the damage.
It's like 75.
I'm sorry, 1,048 damage from the Jakiro, 653 from the Lion. That makes 1,700 damage, and Amar did 184.
Well, there's
That's pretty much 90% on the book.
From the Dire. Oh. I'm pretty sure 1,600 out of 2,600 is not 90% Austin.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure 184 definitely ain't 10%. Less than 10%. They just have to run from Watson. Quickly, applied shields off the inhibit. They'll catch Snake King. Watson, item build-wise, he has Manta going on Basher.
Green is keeping on a ward, instant dewarding it, but got caught anyway. Instant TP from Quinn. For fact.
He has Malrine's number this game.
Yeah, and if the split push gets shut down, your pickoff game gets shut down. What are you left with here is Falcons looking for the puck.
See if they can get up. Oh no, it's Tofu jumping first on a crit. Still hit him with the Rolling Thunder though, and he won't be able to jump to the orb. Now after Ace, no. They don't want to chase up that high ground.
I'm going to be honest, Austin. I forgot Skeeter was in this game. Like, I genuinely forgot there was an Ursa in this game. We haven't seen him the entire time. I don't think he's done anything. Not his fault, but...
Yeah, I mean, his score is fine. He's 2-1-1. He's only died that one time. Feels like there's not much he can do until he has BKB and probably Basher, though maybe they could fight with just the BKB. It's already looking a little rough. Okay, missed the initiation, and now they get the jump onto the Ringmaster instead. They deal with Watson, though. He grew up too much on Watson. Oh, Quinn is spotted here. They go after Malrine. Got off the Wukong's command. Quinn trying to survive through it. The soldiers will manage to finish off the Fury on Quinn. He'll stay inside of the Wukong's command as Skeeter had to use his BKB to retreat. Watson's still not going to let him go. Chasing him down all the way back to the base. And Ace heads straight up to the high ground, fearing absolutely nothing.
As Monkey King is just beasting it. He has a couple saves behind him. That's all Quinn needs to just man up in all these positions. Level 20 already. 10, 2, and 6. I have a feeling we're not going to be seeing this hero in Game 3. He's not in the hands of Quinn. Made this game very difficult for Falcon's support duo with all the Wisdom Shrine steals. He's made it very difficult for the Furion to split push the map. Made it difficult for them to take the team fights. Bad monkey combination. Too tough to break.
I guess now we're going to wait for another Roche. And Gaming Gladiators. Chance of high ground with that, perhaps. Brawny Gunpowder Gauntlet. The Abaddon is so tanky. He's almost level 20 as well.
These two cores, indomitable this game. Put an Aegis on one of them, you can end this game for sure. Furion's not helping you. Man fight needs Hurricane Pike for sure. Probably needs another item at that. Another smoke
out is going to run into Watson. Is that a hero you want to run into? They're going to bring so many heroes to the pool that they can kill him here. But are they going to be able to kill him and get out? Because very soon, they're approaching. Watson flings away, and they weren't able to keep chasing. Now they're going to be caught as they try and run away. Ace on one side, Quinn on the other. They go up to Quinn, though. All in on this Monkey King. A save by the escape back, though. Skeeter is not able to put a single target damage onto him, and now will be kited to death.
Oh, that sums up this game. You're all in the Abaddon. Don't kill him. And that's all she wrote. This lineup looked pathetic from Falcons.
Dire's
Kinda did.
structures are fortified.
Like, Falcons still got to many of their items that they're supposed to get to. Got to the BKB on the Ursa. They have Aghanim Scepter down for the Pango. But Malreen's game was non-existent. 3, 7, and 5.
They had a good start, too.
Dire's
Just didn't get enough aggressive action going.
Dire's middle
I think the support duo for Falcons really just felt muted. Like, Crit had a good start, and then they just did not find pickoffs. They didn't get the snowball action. I think Watson played a really good game, joining all the fights early, making sure these supports couldn't have an impact. When you group up, this line is really bad in the head-on 5-on-5 when you have sustain heroes. You just
So you're saying the line looked
damage.
really good until he hit level 6?
Radiant's
Yeah,
top tower
his hero is not, he's objectively not a strong hero in the meta. His spells are just not as good as some of the other control heroes. He's very niche. He can do some things very well, but you have to take advantage of it. And the second the game starts to go bad, it really feels rough to play.
Well, Roche is going to make his way to the other side of the map. Magic Game of Gladiators will do it soon. Support puck has worked out.
Oh yeah, looked pretty solid.
I don't know if there's anything that special that Tofu did in this game, but we'll get a victory. These Falcons do something.
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing for him was probably all the wisdom shrines.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, you can probably play any hero as a support in this meta if you get all the wisdom shrines. Let's be real. Because the difference you're going to have versus the enemy supports is so big. There's not a lot of heroes where a level 8 versus a level 5 or that kind of area is not favorable spell power wise.
Can Crit get the timing? Oh no, the car flew over him. They not see him?
Radiant's turret
Okay, now they see him. He's not going to jump in.
into the radiant.
Uncontested Roshan.
Gaming can end the game with this Aegis. Seems very likely.
Yeah, already 2 lanes of barracks up. It's
You get
it
the
looks
Tormentor.
pretty easy, to be honest.
Tormentor with the Ursa gets the shard to the Lion. Crit online now. Crit also about to die.
Hit by the nullifier. He's not going. Oh, he's got a blink dagger.
Oh, he
Didn't
lives.
get any damage on him somehow.
Boy's a beast.
But how do you stop all of this? Bristol back, a Batten, a banner.
No one to kill the
They
banner.
can just drop Wukong's command and take megas. Rolling Thunder on in. Running after the puck. Not really landing anything here. Okay, the Ursa comes in from behind, goes after the Ringmaster. Hits him with a Boundless Strike. Skeeter is just all in to kill these supports, and he's still getting away from him with the whoopee cushion. He finally falls, but now Skeeter has used his Enrage, his BKB. Crit's going to end up dying here. Falcons, you're just going to have to mass buyback.
That's all she wrote.
GG.
Man. I thought Falcons were going to be able to do a bit more around the map.